we stand spooky puns in this house, especially during October. And since it is the spooky season, obviously I'm going to rant about the absolute best Monster High movie to ever exist, and that's not my personal opinion, by the way. That's just a straight up fact. But before we get into that, what is up, my dudes, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? I am one creative ginger, and in this house we have salty takes and emotional rants over fictional media, all while wearing the most amazing makeup you've ever seen in your entire life. And that is a fact. So, does that sound like fun? Well, how about helping a bitch out by clicking that subscribe button? And if you find at least one of your brain cells enjoying at least a millisecond of this video, why not hit the like button too? So, in this specific Monster High movie, we get to follow Cleo and Caddy Noir specifically, because this is mostly about them, but we get to see Frankie, Claudine, Draculaura, and Operetta going along with them for the ride. So basically, our gorgeous ladies are going to Boo York, because we love those spooky puns, right? Because Cleo and her family, and they're attending a fancy gala to celebrate the Crystal Comet, and they have a little fragment of the comet that basically, if you make any kind of promise under it, it'll make that promise permanent forever. You can't change it, that kind of thing, you know? And we also have Caddy, who is a singer, but she quits music because she lost the spark and she just can't write music anymore. She doesn't know why. She can't write love songs, she can't find love, that kind of thing. So obviously she goes with Cleo and the other girls to go to Boo York to, you know, hopefully find her spark again, right? So during their little Boo York adventure, they end up meeting LED, and she's like this robot DJ. She's very cute. And they also meet Luna, an aspiring actor, and Mousadies, I think? Mousadies. I don't know. But like, and she's just this cute little mouse girl that knows all the ins and outs of how to get around Boo York, basically. We find out that Cleo's father and sister, you know, Ramses and Nephra, they're awful. Poor Cleo, she has just the worst family, right? But like, yeah, so they're scheming how to get Cleo to promise to join their family with the Ptolemy family to just create this super dynasty so they all can have like a ton of power and get super, super rich, even though they're already kind of rich already, but like they want more, you know? So they try to get Cleo to promise herself to Seth Ptolemy. So of course Cleo's with Deuce, and she's not like going anywhere without him, you know? She absolutely loves this dude, but like unfortunately Deuce is a little worried that he's not good enough for Cleo, because obviously he says straight up that her dad does not like him whatsoever, and we see it, of course, but like, yeah, it's just that poor guy, he just does not believe that like he's allowed to be with her like he deserves to be with her, you know? And Cleo ain't having none of that. She's just like, no, we're meant to be together. But yeah, of course, Nephra, being the absolute awful bitch that she is, she makes sure that Deuce just makes an ass of himself the entire time that they're in Boo York, to the point where she's able to fully convince him, because this whole time he's been pretty damn convinced that, yeah, he's not good enough to be with Cleo, and he shouldn't be with her because she deserves a lot better than him, right? So obviously, with him just making an ass of himself and Nephra being like, yeah, you don't deserve Cleo, she deserves better than you, right? He reluctantly breaks up with Cleo, and whoo, hot damn, their breakup song is sad. It's a banger, but it's sad, because like at first it's really over dramatic to the point where it is funny to watch it, but like, oh, as you're just listening to the song and watching them, and Cleo trying to convince Deuce that they're meant to be together, and she doesn't care what anyone else thinks about them, you know? She just wants to be with him specifically because she loves him for him, right? But like, yeah, Deuce is just totally convinced that he can't be the guy that, you know, she deserves. He can't give her anything really, you know, like money and fancy stuff, right? Like he thinks that that's what she deserves, right? When really all she wants is him. She doesn't care what she deserves. She wants him, you know? Which is queen shit right there. She is just totally loyal to him, and I love that. But like, yeah, I did tear up a little bit during the song, because like, they do love each other, and it's so reluctant, because yeah, Deuce doesn't want to break up with her, and Cleo doesn't want to break up with him either, but like, he's so convinced that like yeah, he's just going to make her look bad, and that he can't be the man that she deserves, right? It's just like, oh, it's so sad. But yeah, so then we switch over to Caddy, who ends up meeting Pharaoh, and he helps her basically escape the paparazzi when they see her, because obviously she's like this famous pop star that went, you know, that quit for a while. Because she met Pharaoh, she ends up regaining her spark for music, so she's able to write again. She has, you know, a newfound love for music again, and it's really cute. But unfortunately, Pharaoh tells her that he's quitting music, and he doesn't really get specific, because I think we all know why he's quitting music, right? But he tells her that he's gonna quit, and she tells him not to, and to instead follow his dreams. Then at the gala, we see that Cleo is going to make the promise with Seth under the comet, because Nephra had convinced her that this is what the people want, and Cleo's thing is to give people what they want. But that ends up not happening, because Seth refuses to do the promise, and we find out that he's actually Pharaoh, obviously. So he refused because he saw Caddy in the crowd, and he remembered the whole follow your dreams thing from her, and so obviously he's gonna follow his dream, because he loves music. And he loves her too. So yeah, they sing another cute little duet, and they end up running away, but unfortunately Nephra and Toralei follow them and use the little comet fragment to steal their voices and take their affection away from each other, so they don't love each other anymore, and now they're kind of missing that piece of them that's now in the comet. Yeah, so our ladies try to track down the comet fragment, and they find that Toralei took it and stole Caddy's voice and is using it to sing on stage. So Luna tries to get the fragment back by just kicking absolute ass on stage, and totally just by singing an absolute banger of a song. Like, this has to be the best song that they got in the whole entire show, because it's just, ooh, it's a fun one. I love it. So they go back to the gala to give Pharaoh his voice back, and Deuce also comes with them to get Cleo back, because he realizes he's been a dumbass this whole time, and so he's gonna go get his girl back, because hell yeah. After that happens, and you know, and the threat's neutralized, and everyone has their voices back, and things are good. Back at Monster High, Ghoulia and Abby end up figuring out that the comet is actually a spaceship, and it's headed on a collision course towards Earth. So this whole time they're trying to wake the pilot, so the pilot doesn't crash into the planet and just kill everyone, you know? So luckily they're able to wake the pilot, and she's able to stop the ship right before it collides with Boo York, and we get to meet this cute little alien girl named Astronova. So they all have a cute little fun space party where everyone's floating around, and obviously Cleo and Deuce are back together, which is very nice, because yes, they are perfect together. And we also get to see Caddy and Pharaoh get together, and that's very cute. This is very sweet. And yeah, that's basically all that happens, and it's just, it's so cute. It's such a fun little story. It's just such a fun little thing to watch. I just love this one. This one's just the best. Mostly because it's a musical, and I'm just an absolute slut for musicals. So it's like, obviously I'm gonna love this. I love the Monster High series because it's cute and it's entertaining, and especially with a musical, obviously you gotta go hard with something like Monster High, right? Because they don't pull punches with the character design at all. Like, they go hard with the character design. So obviously they're gonna go hard with the music, right? And they did. And they delivered, because oh my god, are they just so fun to listen to? The puns fit so perfectly into the universe of Monster High that it just feels like that's what they're supposed to be talking, like that's how they talk, that's normal, which it is, you know, because it's just a fun little monster universe, right? But like, yeah, it just, the puns don't get old at all, and they do it a lot. Like Honestly, there's gotta be a pun every other second. I mean, come on. But like, they don't get old. They just feel like they were placed in the right way. You would think puns would get really, really old if you're constantly saying them, you know? Not with Monster High. They just feel so right in the universe. This is so cute. This is so cute. I miss watching the Monster High series. It's so fun. It's so entertaining and so cute. And I love looking at the characters because it's like, honestly, goals. I would love to look like every single one of those characters because they just look mwah, amazing, you know? Honestly, the only thing that's just, you know, is sometimes the animation looks a little janky because, you know, it's CGI. CGI can look a little janky sometimes. Even so, like the facial expressions are like really good. Like, they're very expressive, which I did not remember them being this expressive. But like, yeah, sometimes the characters just moved a little weird and you're just like, oh. But yeah, so that's basically all I have to say about Monster High Boo York. If you guys have any thoughts and feelings about this, share all that good shit in the comments down below. If you're interested in following me on other social media, I post art and cosplay related content on my Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, and Twitter if you'd like to get weird with me. There we go. So if you enjoyed this video, why not like, subscribe, and smack that bell if you'd like to see more of my face every Saturday when I post a new video. And don't forget to stay sparkly, my dudes!